everybody. Today is Friday, February the 11th, 2021. I am headed to northern Indiana, Goshen, to Dynamic to pick up a camper to head to Utah. So I'm gonna, well, it's Murray, Utah, but you might as well say it's Salt Lake City. I know it's kind of ironic. And before I get started, I have a microphone that's on the way so you guys can hear me better. I apologize for the sound on this trip, but I'll try to speak louder. And it's hard for me. My wife gets on to me because she says she can't hear me because I have a real low voice, so I'll try to speak up. But the good news is I have a mic. Probably for my next trip I'll have it ready. Of course, when you order the thing, I've got the mic in, but of course there's different cords I have to have, so you never can order anything, it doesn't seem like, without adding accessories to it. But anyway, enough complaining. I know it's ironic that I'm going to go out west when I switch companies to get south routes, but they have many high priority that need to go out west. Many of them are to California, and I don't really want to go that far, just because I know I'll have to do one of the 34-hour resets, and I don't want to spend that much time away from home. But I can do a Utah trip. It's probably going to take me 5 days. I'm going to say 5 nights for sure. But being away from home is something I don't like, but being away from my wife, but I enjoy these trips, especially west. If I had a choice, I would probably live out there. I guess I do have a choice, but my current situation is I have to stay in Kentucky, so I'm not sure my wife, she loves it out there, but as far as moving and leaving all the other kids and stuff, leaving the rest of our family, I don't think she would like that, but we may get some resolve in the future. But anyway, enough about me. Yeah, I may decide I was going to take a trip to Utah. I was going to do that right before I left Horizon, but things worked out, weather, and it's been since the end of December before I've taken a load, so I'm kind of excited about getting on the road, and especially headed out west. I love the mountains and stuff out there, so that's going to be fun. Sure, this video will have a lot of good views coming your way. I was looking at different loads to pick. There was one that paid $1.90 and a mile, and I was seriously considering that one. It was a CDL load, obviously, and I just got my CDL. If you didn't know that, I just posted a video. But I don't know, there's something, I was checking what capacity this truck could haul actually, and these chassis, they're good for payload, but for towing they're not as good as a normal truck with a normal bed and everything in it, but it still would have been able to haul that 15,000 pound load just fine. I don't think there will be one that I can't, but and you can't when you're dealing with campers, that is. But there was another one that was $1.70. It was 10,000 pounds, and I was actually making my call to dispatch to get that one, and as I was looking at the load board while I was on hold, I saw one that was sold. It was already sold. They needed to get there right away, and it was $1.67 a mile, and it was only, I think this one is 6,800 pounds. So it's a Rockwood ultralight. So when the dispatcher got on the phone, I asked about this really hot one that needed to go right away, and she said it was available, so I took it. I thought I'll probably make, well, I'm pretty sure I will make more with this load versus the 10,000 pound load because of saving on the fuel cost plus wear and tear on my truck. So I chose that one. So I've actually got a small camper that I'm taking out there, so should work out well. It'd be new for me. I've never taken anything that far, and you know, going through these port of entries and all that. So Wyoming, I know you got to stop and get a special permit and stuff, so but it's going to be fun to learn all this stuff on the way, and kind of looking forward to the trip. But I've got to get up here first, and because I have my CDL, evidently there's a different drug test that you have to take. The drug test for a non-CDL is different than the drug test for a CDL, so when I get here I have to go by the Dynamic office and get my paperwork and go get another drug test. So I'm hoping I can get, it's right now, it is well, I'm due to get there probably around 2 p.m. So I'm expecting a long wait to get my drug test. So I'm hoping I can get my trailer hooked up and everything before dark, and at least get a couple hours drive in to get on the other side of Chicago. So that's my goal for today. And I don't know how much of the video I'm going to show on the trip up there, because you've already seen that on my previous videos, all the scenic, all the views and things. So next time I see you, maybe when I arrive at Dynamic. So, and I'm just learning all this, so hopefully I'll do better on these videos for you all. And please like, subscribe, stuff, you know, comment. Those kind of things help me and help me be able to keep doing these. So, and I want to kind of, as I learn, share with you all, so you guys can learn too. I don't know who all's watching. I don't know if you've done this before or not, or you haven't. So maybe for those that haven't, it's going to help you as well make a determination on what you want to do. So anyway, thanks a lot, and we will talk to you later. Okay, we're about 20 minutes, oh no, scratch that, about 40 minutes from Goshen Dynamic Transport office. My camper is also located in the yard behind that. So I've got a little bit of a dilemma here. It is, I'll get there right at almost 2 o'clock, and I've got to go do that drug test, so I've got to stop by the office and get the paperwork I need for that. But the other thing I've got to take into account, I've got a new EFS card, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to try maybe tonight, do a video to show you guys what that is. But that's how they pay us, send us pay on the EFS card, and it's also how we get discounted fuel and stuff. So and with this company, Dynamic, others probably do the same, I'm not sure. I know Horizon would if you ask. But after you get hooked up to the camper and send a text in to let them know you've got everything hooked up and blah blah blah, they'll put half the payment for the trip in your EFS account. So I really want to get that in there, for one, so I'll have the money in my account for fuel, so I don't have to take it out of my personal account. And two, you get cheaper fuel using that card. So that's going to come in big on this long trip. So I think what I'm going to do is go in and get the paperwork, and then go, and to get paid you've got to be hooked up by 3 o'clock. Well, otherwise I won't get any money until Monday in my account. So this is Friday, it's 2, I'll get there about 2. So I think I'm going to go ahead and hook up so I can get paid and then go get this drug test done. Supposedly they're open until 5 where they do the testing, so I should be all right. My voice may be shaky. We're on a real bumpy road, so hopefully everything went through okay. But anyway, that's about 20 minutes out, or 35 minutes out now, so we'll catch up with you in a little while.
Turn right, then the destination is on your left.
Okay, things have changed a little bit. I think I'm gonna go ahead, and since I'm here, I'm gonna go in and get the paperwork and everything, and then she's told me that I think they're gonna fix it for me where I don't have to get hooked up to get paid. I think they're gonna go ahead and just pay me, that way I don't have to rush around. So that's good. All right, I'm gonna run in. I'm not gonna take you all with me, no need to do that. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm driving around trying to find my camper now. I've already got my drug test done. So I'm looking for Rockwood Ultralight. Oh, these seat belt beepers. All right, Rockwood Ultralight. Okay, there's some Rockwood on this next row. Ultralight 181493. I'm looking for 181661. Well, to save on filming, I'll be back. Okay, I found the camper. I went ahead, I had to go ahead and just do the initial hookup because I had to get a photo in. They want a photo of you hooked up to it before they'll release payment. And it's 3:30, but they work with me in order that I get so I can get paid. But I've already walked around the camper to make sure it's not damaged. I've got to torque the lug nuts. I've got to lock it up. It's got this cover on the front. It's the first time I've come into this. I'm assuming that the cover stays, they're supposed to stay on there. My fear is all the flapping could damage it. So I'm going to tighten everything down on it. So I've got to pull it out. I've got to finish my hookup, and then we'll be ready to go. Got to put my
flat on the back, mud flat. All right. Okay, we're all hooked up. One final check. Everything is hooked up there. Looks good. Camper looks pretty level across through there. Usually I take these off, the end caps, but I couldn't get those off, so I'm assuming they're not going to come off on the trip. I tighten this down, should be okay. I've already torqued the lug nuts. I need to lock this door. Make sure this one's locked. All right, we're ready to get out of this mud pit. I'll have to dry my shoes out somehow. Okay, we've left the yard. We're on 20 West, headed towards Chicago. It is 5 o'clock. I've got about 4 hours left on my drive time if I want to take it. But my plan is just to get to the other side of Chicago, and then find a place. I don't think I'm going to stay in the truck tonight. Temperatures are supposed to get down to about 15 degrees. That's one thing about winter time. I don't like to leave my truck running at night, but I will. And I may end up, if I can't find a place to stay, I may end up staying in the truck, but I just leave it running all night. But my goal right now is just to get on the other side of Chicago and get a hotel room. One, I guess I need to find a hotel room with a hairdryer to dry off my shoes. I'm soaking wet. I've got on good shoes that are waterproof, but it still feels moist in there, but it may not be, I don't know. But anyway, we're headed to Utah, but tonight our goal is to get to, I think I'm going to try to make it to Joliet. I think that's how you say it, Joliet, Illinois. So we're on our way. Hey everybody, made it to the Red Roof Inn, and I'm going to stay here tonight. I'm not going to stay in the truck. It's going to get too cold for me. I'm 60, and if I can afford a hotel room, that's what I'm going to do with all my stuff and that I have and all that. It's better to do that. But I'm going to stay in here. I wanted to show you quick. I talked a little bit about the EFS card that they pay you with. The last company I was with, and also Dynamic pays you with the EFS. Basically, what they pay you on this card, and then you can use it. You can transfer money to your checking account. You can transfer it out to your checking account, or I leave a good sum in there to pay for the fuel and everything on the trips. You can use it like a credit card, but I'm not sure. They charge small fees and stuff for using it in different ways. I'm not sure. You might be able to use it as a credit card. I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much. I just transfer the money to my bank account and leave some in here for fuel while I'm on the road. But one of the cool things is you get an app with it, and I'm gonna see if I can show you this app on this. I can't see the back of this. There we go. Okay, you've got an app and you open it up. Of course, you have to put in your username and password and all that, but it would show you the funds. Now, I did not get paid today because I messed up and sent in the wrong information. And they sent me an email right away, but I didn't look at the emails till later, so that's okay. I'll be all right without it. But anyway, you would have show your balance there, and you can transfer funds by hitting that. You can transfer to your checking account. There's several things you can do, but I want to show you one of the cool things you do is you can come to find fuel, and you can search nearby, and it'll show you all the fuel stations for diesel and give you the cheapest cheapest fuel. You can do it either by searching nearby, just as an example, and usually it will highlight the cheapest one, which is up here. It's $3.84, and then you could just you can touch it and it will tell you what it is. It's a Speedway 7 fleet. You get a 50-cent savings off the regular price. Now, I've had up to almost $1.50 off if you find the right places. I do need some fuel in the morning, so I may run up there to get that. Actually, I don't know if I can because I don't have any money on this card yet, so I don't know if I can use the card, but I'll figure that out. But the other cool thing is you can search along any route. So say from here to wherever I'm going, I could put the destination in, and it will show me all the fuel stations and give me the cheapest fuel between here, and say I might try to make it to Kearney, Nebraska tomorrow, and it will highlight the cheapest fuel station, and I can stop in there, and when I can hold probably 120 gallons, so I could just wait till I reach the spot to where the cheapest fuel is and fill up there. So that's pretty cool. I don't want to enter a destination because you have to enter the whole address, and I don't want to put in an address, but just it'll show the route to where you're going and show you where all the fuel stations are. So that's a pretty good thing about this card. You get cheaper fuel with that, and it'll show you where all the fuel stations are. So, well, I hope this helped. I am going to crash out now and get up in the morning, and I'll see you guys then.